Anning in Love here, back with another video. And since I see a lot of YouTubers doing what I'm about to do, I thought I would give it a try. I'm going to show you what my palette collection is. So let's get started. I just did this eye tutorial showing off, at least. It's not really much of a tutorial, but the Swamp Queen palette by Tarte, which is a compilation for, with Graveyard Girls. So that's my little palette. Very, very powdery. Not something I'm probably going to use a lot, to be honest with you, but nonetheless. Then we've got the Shade and Light Powder Contour palette by Kat Von D. It's a newer one for me. I've got the Naked 2, which is not the smoky palette, but it's pretty much smoky colors. Yeah, so I haven't really used that at all. I just found this at the Goodwill, brand spanking new, which is the it's a little purpley palette by Estee Lauder. I will do a show off with that. I don't really want to come tutorials because I am no like beauty guru. I don't really know a whole lot. I just you know, I'm a normal person. Anyways, I just got this one for my birthday a few months ago, which is the Just Peachy Mattes by Too Faced, and I love this. I love it, love it, love it. I've gotten a lot of use at it so far. Great palette. There's a little makeup company called Co Cosmetics, and I've worked with them a lot for beauty pageants, and they have a couple palettes. This one is their editorial shadow palette. I don't really use it, but if I needed those colors, they're really pigmented and they're great, and it's special to me because I know the owners. And so this is their oh man, I grabbed the wrong one. This one is their concealer palette. They've got it like the foundation and concealer in like the packed form. Me as a non-makeup artist, I don't know how to use those. I don't know where your other palette is. Oh, darn it. Oh, I found it. So this is the palette that by them that I actually use a lot. You could probably see. It's got a great matte black, different transition shades, pinks. All the colors in this palette don't normally come in this palette. I kind of did a mix and match, but they are all Co Cosmetics, and I love their makeup. It's special to me, like I said. I've got another Too Faced. This is their Love palette. I think I got this one at like TJ Maxx for like $20. And honestly, I haven't really used it. They're mostly all shimmers, which is not bad because I usually put a shimmer on my lid. But as an overall palette for an overall look, not really. The only really nice thing about this is it came with a really, really, really good eyeliner, and the fact that they have like this little cheat sheet for looks that's packed into this mirror area, and so that's nice. But maybe sometime I'll try to do a look with that. Then for Christmas in 2016, I got this off the Sephora website, and it's a Sephora brand eyeshadow cheapie palette by Sephora, and I used it a lot for the peach shade, which is right here. I don't know if you could tell on camera. I don't know. Anyways, it's a nice peach shade, and I used it a lot before I got the peachy matte palette, but I'm going to keep it because it was a gift from my husband, and I use it sometimes. It's not horrible. And I got the L'Oreal La Palette Nude 2. So I really wanted the rose one, but I think they were out at the time, so he got me this one. I'm not mad at it. It's not, you know, it's not that terribly inspiring with just, you know, the browns and whatnot, but you know, I've used it. I used it quite a bit. Then I've got the Tarteist Pro palette, in which I had just learned that, oh yeah, I hate this whole like mirror whatever. Anyways, so that you use the colors going across. It's kind of made to kind of go together with a look. And when I first looked at it, I saw just colors everywhere, and I really didn't know what to do with it. So then now that I know what colors go with what, I'm going to definitely use that more. I've got the Naked 3 palette. Again, for me, not that inspiring pinks, whatnot. I use it every once in a while. I do have one Kylie palette. This is her first eyeshadow palette. I think it's called the Bronze palette. I love it during the fall. Colors are really fall-like, and I get some good looks at it. Of course, what could a collection be without the Naked One? Or it's not called the Naked One, but it is the Naked One. Honestly, it's like the second one I've gone through. I've got the Peach palette. To be very honest with you, I don't think that's real. I got it off the internet. It does smell like peaches, but I don't think it smells exactly like the real one does. The consistency isn't horrible. I don't use it because I don't know what it is. I've swatched it a whole lot, and I've like tried the peach colors on my eyes. But I keep it because I want to end up with a really nice, like a vanity. I want my own, we have spare bedrooms in our house, so I want to redo it. I want to put a really beautiful vanity and kind of show off my palettes, kind of display them, and that'll be nice to display. So, and then this Christmas, I got the Tarte Christmas box. I think it's called a treasure box. And so, lots of really cool colors. We've got 2 colors of blush, a highlight, and 2 colors of bronzer, and then eyeshadows. And again, Tarte, thank you. I found out that the colors go together if you go across. You know, I definitely do different colors. You know, I use different rows, but it's much more inspiring to me to know which colors you're supposed to have together. And another thing I got for Christmas birthday. My birthday is 3 days after Christmas, so I always say Christmas birthday together. I got the Tarte 10 blush slash, there's 2 highlights. So 8 blushes, 2 highlights. I love it. It's the Amazonian Clay collection, and those blushes last all day. So, which is great because I've noticed a lot of, like, I got a Anastasia Beverly Hills blush trio palette, and those colors are pigmented, but they lasted like 3 hours, and that was it. So that was that. I do have some nominations for palettes that I have. I've got the e.l.f. Mad for Matte one. I know that they just came out with, I think, 2 more, which I will be purchasing at some point because these colors, like, it's a good palette. I actually like it just as much as my Tarte palettes, if not more. The colors work really good. They blend. They're pretty. They're usable. They're good everyday colors. Not mad at it. And then I've got this little dollar store e.l.f. palette. And I found a really pretty gray black eyeshadow look on the internet that a friend did. And I'm going to try to do it with this palette. And then, okay, this is another dollar store find, or like a cheapy clothing store that has a makeup section. I got this little Adore palette, and they're pretty much all shimmers, but they're really good, and they actually last, and they're pretty on the face or on the eyes. And I like the blues in case I want to add like a little blue under the eye as like almost like an eyeliner. So I think that's it, except for, oh yeah, another Co-Cosmetics, my friend's company. They have a blush palette. This has been used like crazy. I think these pans are like a lot of blush. Well, it's made for professional, for photo shoots and whatnot, and so there's a lot of product in there, and they're great blushes. And then last but not least, I do have a horribly done Z palette. Z palettes are empty that you put your own single eyeshadows. I have a bag of eyeshadows that need to be taken out of its little, so it's called depotted, but taken out of its little plastic and then put in here, and they're little magnet, you know, backings that you put on the back of it, and you have your own palette of all of the singles. So I think that, well, yeah, these are Milani baked eyeshadows. I probably have about 15 more. So once I do the depotting, this whole thing will be beautiful with baked eyeshadows. So that'll be fun to do, and I'll probably do that on YouTube and do the depotting. So that's that. That's my eyeshadow, well, my palette collection. Some of them are face as well. So thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day, and blessings to you.